Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. It's Super Simple Sunday. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. In a previous video, we made these beautiful, absolutely beautiful, slide out drawers. And in mine, I put candles. And a lot of you had questions about whether or not these can be stacked. They most certainly can. You can wrap them with some coordinating paper, or you can wrap them with some acetate. Totally up to you how you want to do it. And then you can pop on some feet and create a little chest of drawers. You're only limited by your imagination. But you know what happened when we made these boxes? We created some scraps. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do some scrap crafting. So, y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. Alright guys, so when we made the drawer boxes, we were left with a whole bunch of scraps left over. And I decided to take those scraps and turn them into a whole bunch of these. And I'm hoping that you're able to get a really good look at these two bookmarks. If you know anyone who likes to read, especially using the old-fashioned way of reading where we pick up a book, imagine that, and flip through the pages and mark our pages so that we don't lose our spot, these would be perfect for them. And they are so easy to make. And so with just a little bit of light embellishing, we're able to take our scrap and turn it into something very useful, and you wouldn't even know that it was made from scrap. You would think that you just sat down to make these, especially if you wanted to sell something like this at a craft fair, or if you wanted to gift these. I am going to show you just how easy it is to make. And your scraps might be a different size from mine, so I am going to take these scraps and I'm simply going to fold them in half. Don't worry about this piece at the bottom because I'll do some trimming on it in just a minute. So I have my big old spatula. And now I have a nice, thick, double-sided piece. And I am going to take some tape. And I'm just going to place tape down on the inside. Just on one end. And I'm really not that concerned with the small amount of tape that I'll be wasting on this little project. If I was mass producing these, I would be a lot more careful, but I'm not. I'm just sharing with you guys a little simple process that you might be able to do to take advantage of some of your scraps. So now we're going to remove our tape backer. And I'm just going to fold that over. And so now I'll bring in my trimmer and I am going to trim this to 5.5 by 2. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to round my corners. Now if you have a corner rounder, great way to use that at this point. I do have a corner rounder, but I'm showing everyone who doesn't how we can round without the use of a corner rounder. So I'm going to do the top as well. And so now I'm going to grab my Tim Holtz Distress Ink, this little pouncer, and I'm just going to add some ink to the edges. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually laminate this, or you could go over all of them with Mod Podge if you were making these to gift or to sell. This is just a very simplified process that I'm sharing with you guys. You can tweak it however you like. So now that I have my ink on there, I'm very pleased with how that ink actually knocked some of that newness off. Now I'm going to take my Crocodile Big Bite, and I have it set on the 3/16 setting. I want this to be the front, so I am just going to punch a little hole right there in the center. And then I have these eyelets. Y'all, I have had these eyelets for probably 8 years. They came in a bundle that I bought on HSN a while back. So I have a whole bunch of different colors that came in a bundle. I don't use eyelets that often, so I do have a lot of them still left over. I'm sure they still sell these or sell something comparable to these. So I am just going to go in, and I think that I'm going to grab that blush pink right there. And I actually need to transfer these to a different container if I'm going to start using them, because this isn't the easiest way to get these out. So I'm going to take that pink, and it will go through this hole like that. And then on your crocodile, you have this blue guide here at the top. You just take it and slide it to the front, and that allows for these two sections here to punch and close your eyelet. So you have these little things that switch around, and you basically just set it to how you need it to be. And then you take this and you place it on that opening, and you press down. And then after you do that, it flattens out the prongs, and you have a nice little eyelet on your bookmark. And so then I have these sweet little tassels that I got from Amazon a while back. And all I'm going to do is feed my tassel through. You can add a whole lot more to this if you want. I'll feed that tassel through. And now I have a really sweet bookmark, and I made it using my scraps. So I think what I am going to do is I am just going to take a couple of my word stickers and maybe make a little saying right here at the bottom. And I think what I want to go with is grateful, happy, and heart. But I don't want them to be as bright as they are, so I am going to add some of my distress ink, and I'm just going to go around these a little bit so that they just kind of tie in with the look that I'm going for. So I'm going around the edges with some of that distress ink, knocking off a little bit of that newness and that brightness. And so now we can take these, and I want them coming as if they're coming out from the stem. So I am going to say grateful, happy, heart. And I love how that looks. I think I'm even going to go over it a little bit on the top just to sort of knock back some of that bright, bright white. And y'all can see just how cute this is, how easy it was to do. We are simply taking our scraps, doubling them to make them super strong, and then how you choose to embellish them is completely up to you. But this is a bookmark that I would be proud to use in my books, and I would be proud to give this to someone as a gift. So wasn't that a super simple process? Doesn't take much to be able to make these beautiful little bookmarks. I am going to bring the other two back in so that you can see just how gorgeous these are and how absolutely easy they were to make. So go through your scraps, pull out some of your scraps, double them, and then turn them into some beautiful little bookmarks or anything else that you might want to use. But just remember that your scrap sizes might be a little different from mine. Therefore, your bookmark sizes might end up being either larger, smaller, wider, more narrow. It all depends on the scrap sizes that you're starting with. But either way, no matter what, y'all have fun with this project. I hope that you have liked this super simple Sunday craft. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.